talking about the Titans here. The Titans.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone. It's gone. It is Bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with KJ McCoy, Jesse Sharon, Dalt, and Fratty. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome on in to the Phillies postgame show, presented by TickPick and Knicks. It's Phillies, I would say, dominate in game one. They had not one, not two, not three, but 14 strikeouts just from Zach Wheeler on the day. It was a great pitching performance and a great bounce back for the Phillies. I'm joined by Friday. I think we're going to be joined by Billy in just a minute. But Friday, what were your impressions? What was your thoughts on this game?
It was a great game. What's the name? Zach Wheeler looked sharp today. Probably one of his best outings of the season so far. Well, among one of the best. Against the Cincinnati Reds team that really isn't that good. I mean, I don't know how we lost the series to this team earlier this year. I think they're like 8 games under 500 now, and I'll tell you what, after that joke of a series, after that first game, compared to what we had against the Royals yesterday and the day before, this was a big win, much needed for this team. And the way we've been playing lately before the series being average, I still can't believe we're actually only 2 games behind the Braves, which is remarkable after all of this was said and done, and we're staying pretty much at bay, 10 games over 500. We've been kind of flirting with 9-10 games, and it's great to see. Great to see guys stand up for each other, as you saw tonight. A lot of drama was unfolding with that controversial call, but getting back to Wheeler, I mean, a great bounce back. You're going to have moments like these that it isn't it's what makes these type of teams good come playoff time. And the Phillies are one of those teams that have enough talent to make the playoffs. They just need a few additional pieces, but I believe they can at least win the series. I don't know about sweeping it, but because tomorrow I think tomorrow's a bullpen game, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think they mentioned something about bullpen tomorrow. So I don't know about tomorrow's game, but I'm still confident we win the series either way. Against this Reds team, we get to pay back revenge from what they did to us at CBP, winning 2 or 3 games somehow. And overall, great bounce back win. For it was good. It was good because I was getting a little concerned about every time. Phillies have been an up and down team, up and down. Feels like we've had up and down moments this year, all year long. But ever since the 9-19 start, this team, every time they've kind of fallen off a bit, they've rise back up again. So we don't have to be too, like Dalton mentioned, we don't have to be too hot and win a ridiculous amount of games, like win over 90 games. As long as we win between 87, 88 games, I'm okay with it. Especially the way the Braves are playing right now. Could that be enough for for a team with not even 90 wins to win the NL East? We'll see. So
Yeah, well, speaking of Dalton Hall, look who makes an appearance. Dalton,
What's up,
my
guys?
man.
How you doing?
Good win, eh?
That was amazing, and I'm trying to find the song, but I won't worry about it. Instead, I'll just show you guys. I mean, you guys already know. Snubbed. Absolutely snubbed. But what I love about Zach Wheeler is when he gets snubbed, there's two kinds of people in the world. The people that like cry when something bad happens to them, the people that get upset, and then there's the bad motherfuckers in the world. I love those motherfuckers. You guys are the people that inspire me. The ones that don't cry, the ones that don't moan, the ones that just make it happen. And that's exactly what Zach Wheeler does. He goes out tonight. We all know. Like, I watched a little bit of the post game, and you could see in his interview with T-Mac, when T-Mac and Ben Davis were asking him, you could see he was physically upset and annoyed this week that he wasn't selected to the All-Star game because of a day of the week. Like, how stupid that is. He was laying it on heavy on the post-game show. Like, he's pissed. But I like that because here's why. As a Philly fan, this is only going to help us. Because this dude who literally had his rib taken out last year, and it's in his closet because he's that much of a freak, that much of a legend, that much of a Philly guy, is going to be pitching for us in Red October with a whole new chip on his shoulder. I really could. Tonight was fantastic as a fan, and I know that everybody's excited about it, but tonight was one of those games that I watched it while I was doing laundry, so I wasn't super duper invested, but I turned it on in the fifth inning. And, you know, I saw what happened early in the game. The Phillies got 3 runs. Shout out to Schwarber with the homer. That was great. Great to see Turner swinging the bat well, too. But at the end of the day, what I love to see most is good pitching. And the Wheeler-Duran combo, I'm very excited to see that in October. I really am.
Yeah, I agree. Billy, what's going on, my friend? Give me a cup. Give me a spill about today's game. What do you think?
It was very good. I like the fact that, well, first thing, we need relief pitching. Bullpen blows. So I want to see them. I don't really think we need a bat at this moment. I put all the money into relief pitching. Forget bat. Rincones is fired. Hill is fired. I would not get a bat at this rate. I know I've been talking about getting a guy like Scuba and whatnot. I don't think it's necessary. I think if we get relief pitching and throw the money in there, and you know, because I feel like if we were to get Scuba and relief, I think it'd be too much. I think the Phillies are going to want to get relief pitching because that's where they're struggling the most. Although the one thing I will say is we're 2 games behind the Braves. The Marlins are catching up as well. So the Braves lost today 12-4. So that's a start from the Pirates. Pirates are good. So I would love by All-Star to be at least be the top of the division by All-Star. I know we were thinking, oh, the Phillies aren't going to make them come back or whatnot, but I think if we win the next 2 at Reds and then we got Detroit, I would love to see us at least be either second or be ahead of the division by All-Star, and then make a run at their All-Star.
Freddie, you got something?
One thing, the series I'm looking forward to the most, it's besides the All-Star game, besides the Derby. I said I wasn't going to talk about that, but I'm looking forward to when we play those New York Yankees in late July. Even though it's not an NL battle, I'm looking forward to that here at CBP in later in July, and that's gonna be a big series. That Dodger series,
Yeah,
too.
another big series.
Not a big series. I think
Another
that
big
whole
series.
homestand I'm looking forward to. Even the game against the series against the Mets too, even though they're not that great. They've been playing a little bit better lately, but that whole homestand after the break is going to be big. But focusing on the now, these games coming up are big, even though these 2 teams are not that good that we're playing. So got to take advantage of the stretch coming up because it's going to be tough after the All-Star break. So,
and then one question too I actually had for Jesse and then you guys as well. You guys all being the biggest Phillies fans at 302 Birds. What was up with that ejection tonight? I didn't get to see that live. Would you guys say, in your opinion as a Phillies fan, was that a warranted ejection? Because I saw the replay, and Don Mattingly was who I was watching. Like, how is he looking at the guys under him? And it looked like he was standing by his guys. Like, he wasn't upset at them for freaking out. So what was your guys' opinion? We'll start with Jesse.
Dude, I love that energy. We haven't had a manager like that since Larry Boa, the dog days of the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
We need a manager that cares about his players, that wants to fight and wants to die for his players. I listen, I don't care that the Phillies were up at a decent clip in that part of the game. You know, so I've seen people that are like, oh, why are you getting mad? The Phillies are going to win anyway. Dude, who cares? The fact that we've seen what we've seen from Mattingly has been awesome. And this whole thing, if I can hit on the Alex Cora thing, because it's showing up in the media again. Listen, I love Alex Cora. I'm an Alex Cora guy. But I'm doing anything at this point to keep Don on the team. I'm of that mindset. He has been such a vibe shifter, such a culture change that the Phillies have needed ever since this season started. 9-19, I think that's what it was. And the Phillies look lifeless. And he comes in and he tells, I've said this a million times, but he comes in and he basically tells his players, man, you got a guy fired. That's a kick in the balls. If I have ever, if I've ever seen it. That was a wake-up call, and the Phillies saw it, and the Phillies ran with it. And ever since, he's been one of, if not the best managers in baseball. I love that he's being recognized by Major League Baseball by, being on Don Mattingly's, staff, or not on Dave Roberts' staff. But it's really cool to see. And Don knows when to turn on the Jets. He's been a manager for, 2 or 3 different teams. A bench coach for one. But he knows when to turn it on. And in that moment, especially after how this previous series went, excuse me, against a team that you should not have lost a series against. I think that was another wake-up call to get us in the gear. Just get us past this, get us to the All-Star break with a win, with a couple of wins, and we'll go from there. But I don't know, Freddie, what did you think?
Oh man, it was very crazy. You don't see a lot of ejections anymore like you used to. Ever since they because most of the ejections came from arguing on balls and strikes and brawls. But tell you what, this coaching staff, the staff around Don Mattingly, noticing a different vibe, and noticing they seem a little bit more energetic. They don't seem like they did on the Rob Thompson. Everybody's standing up for each other just as much now. It's great to see. It's great to see some fire. It's like bringing back old members, like you mentioned about Larry Bowa, a bit in the mix too. But I'm feeling like this team is like 2008, and this team is like 2022. This team isn't 2023. This team isn't 2024. This team is definitely not 2025. Last year's Phillies team. This team's different, and I know those few years we made the World Series. 1 year we won, 1 year we lost. We hit some bumps in the road, and that think about it. This stretch, we'll remember this stretch, July 6th, when we lost. Tell me the day the Phillies lost the game 15-1, and then Zach Wheeler, after getting snubbed from the All-Star game, throws 14 Ks. It's a remarkable turnaround story within a day, going into two cities. It's just great. It's great to see. I mean, this team has a chance to make the playoffs 5 years in a row. That'll be the first time making it to the playoffs 5 consecutive years since that run we had from 2007 to 2011. So think about it. This would be the Phillies' 10th playoff appearance. 10th playoff appearance since 2007. And it would be the 10th time they made the playoffs in my lifetime, pretty much. We've seen the Phillies have been an up and down franchise, as you guys have known over the years, from not making it to the playoffs many years to making it to the playoffs 5 years in a row to not making the playoffs many years and then to make the playoffs 5 years in a row. So hopefully after this fifth year, we can make it to the playoffs many years in a row and it equates to championships, because I'm tired of seeing us win 1 year and then we don't win again for a while. We need to turn this ship into. We need to turn this thing into a dynasty, because the Dodgers could do it. Why can't we do this? We have the top 5 highest payroll, and there's no reason why we should only have 2 championships in 140 something years. So the talent's there. It's just the consistency and showing up in the playoffs is the problem. And we had so many opportunities in the last 4 years. So
Yeah.
One thing I will say, and I believe I mentioned this in a post game a while back ago. First of all, Don Mattingly is proven and is proven now is indeed the answer. I believe, and as Friday said, you don't see many objections. But what I love about Don, and I was also a believer in signing him after the off season. I was a believer in we would keep Don as the coach and be the coach of the Phillies. I know Jesse had said something about Alex Cora. I know that he doesn't want to be with the Phillies, but I would love if the Phillies make some kind of a run this year. I'm all for Don Mattingly. I'm all for Don Mattingly being the coach next year. The energy and the vibe with this clubhouse, like. I don't know about you guys, but there's some kind of a different like vibe, different mood when they're like think about the beginning of the year. They were slumping, and now they're finally getting into the rhythm where they start winning some games. And I think if we make a deep run this year and really just show everybody, hey, this is who we are, and really make some kind of a deep run. I'm telling you guys, I love what Friday said. I don't want to be 1 year we make the playoffs and have a good year, and then we slump again years and years to come, because that's not who the Phillies are. The Phillies are the Phillies, and the Phillies can do exceedingly things. It's just about the bullpen, and I know we all been talking about it. We need relief pitching. That can be fixed in an instant at the deadline, and get the relief pitching we need. We got the bats. We don't need any bats. We got the starting pitching. I think it's been elite. So now all you got to do is I've said this too. We have some bumps and cracks in the roads. It's going to happen where the Phillies slump up and down. But what do? You stop, you pause, and say, okay, what do I need to do to make things better? You make things better, and you get things back and rolling and clicking again. And that's what the Phillies. And I don't know about you, Dog, but that's what the Phillies have been all up and down all year. I think, guys, right?
Yeah, I thought you beautifully said that. I mean, couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. It's up, it's down. It's all
up, it's
around.
right.
It's left, it's right.
Yeah.
It's a wild season, but
right.
That's what we all sign up for.
Yeah, but
and
a fun season.
Seeing
Yeah,
how the team responded and how Zach Wheeler responded.
Yeah.
It excites me. Like, I really think, like Friday said too, like it doesn't feel like 2025. And
oh no, it doesn't. No.
If it happens again, it's pretty much it's a wrap. But if they make it, I feel like they just need to get out of the first round of the series of the playoffs. And that's going to sound stupid, but if they get out of the first round of the series of the playoffs, the sky's the limit for this team. It's like a mental thing. It's like when Carson Wentz got his injury. It's just a mental block for them. But once they overcome that mental block, I think that they're going to be like a caged animal because they've just been waiting and waiting and waiting to like have that red October, that real red October since 2022. That was last time we had one. And I'll tell you what, the fans have definitely been waiting. So the second that seal is like broken, right? The second that as fans, this team lights it up and they kick it on, it's going to be just like gasoline on the fire. I'm really excited.
Yeah. Well, what did you guys think? Speaking of kicking it on, Jesus Luzardo, an MLB All-Star, a reserve pitcher for the National League. I mean, he wouldn't be starting in any sense of the word, but he got in over Zach Wheeler.
Now, I was just, Jesse, going to point out a fact. What I saw tonight from Zach Wheeler made me say to my parents, why isn't Zach an all-star? So you're going to tell me a guy, and Dalt put it in the chat, first of all, 104 pitches, 7 innings. You're going to tell me that the ace, who we know the ace isn't an all-star, and they chose him over Luzardo? Now, don't get me wrong. Luzardo's a great pitcher, but the ace is the ace that we know the ace is. Why? There's no reason at all that the ace should not be in the all-star, especially, and think about it, he's coming back from surgery. He didn't even play all last year. And he's doing phenomenally. Was out a little bit in the season beginning, but think about it. He's coming back strong. Now, question to you guys: why wouldn't you? Would you have maybe decided, okay, put Zach in, and since, again, even though he had a rough beginning, still put him in, or do you think that Luzardo should have been chosen over Wheeler? What are you guys' thoughts?
Yeah.
Fatty?
What do you think, Jess?
Well, yeah. I think I would have at least given him the honor. I think regardless, I don't think he would have pitched because he is going to pitch Sunday, so you don't want to mess up his schedule. But the whole way that MLB is, working with this All-Star game stuff, I really think it is a joke that he's not getting recognized.
Yeah.
Even with a guy like Mizorowski out, Skeens was out today.
Well,
and they brought in Luzardo because of it. I just think that Zach, his accomplishments need to be, especially with Billy, like you said, with the whole, the surgery stuff. That is incredible. It is incredible. He's about a 2 ERA when he had thoracic outlet syndrome, 6 months ago. It is absurd. It is ridiculous, and the fact that he is not getting honored is ridiculous. You can like put him in and like maybe, I don't know, sub him out like a day or two before the game, like just to side up to like not show him any sign of respect, just to shove him to the corner. I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Do the numbers show it? Do the numbers show it? Now, I didn't even ask that. Do the numbers prove that he should be in the All-Star? The numbers alone, ERA and whatnot, do the numbers alone prove that he should be in the All-Star?
I mean, Billy, I'll read you his numbers right here and right now, and you tell me. 9-1, 2.28 ERA, 14 games, 87 innings pitched, 98 strikeouts.
Yeah, absolutely. The numbers show it.
The numbers don't lie.
The numbers don't lie, bro. Numbers don't lie. And the fact that the fact that Don Mattingly can't see that, and the fact that the other people can't see that, the numbers don't lie, bro. Numbers don't lie. They don't lie, bro.
They don't.
No,
they don't.
They don't lie. They don't lie.
But I think it is time, folks, as we didn't, I think, do one. We've been lacking on these the last couple of days because Friday's had some days off. How about some Friday's Corner, ladies and gentlemen?
Yo, Friday, give them the business. Only in South Philly. Only at Friday's Corner. It's Friday's Corner.
Oh, Phillies win 4-1 over the Reds. Whew. That was, like I say, a great win. But anyway, the NL East, I'll tell you what, NL East is going to be really interesting. Phillies Marlins series and end of the month is going to be good as well. I forgot to mention that earlier, but the race in the NL East is going to be crazy. It's going to be a lot more competitive this year compared to last year. Last year we won in a landslide. It was like not even close last year. But this year feels a little bit different. I'll tell you what, even though the Braves are something right now, doesn't mean they're going to get hot again. I just think they're in a big slump. Marlins they're hot right now. Shout out to what's the name? Exponential. Marlins are playing good baseball surprisingly right now. So yeah, and the only time we play the Marlins the rest of the year is end of July, and then we play them in August here in Philadelphia, and we don't play them at all in September. So we get the Marlins out of the way early before the last month, which is good. But I'll tell you what, we ride into the rest of the season. We ride on national TV tomorrow on ESPN. Which is, I'll tell you what, with ESPN, it's so weird not seeing them do Sunday night baseball games anymore.
Yeah.
They've been doing these during the week things, and we're going to get featured 2 times. The 8th, and then weirdly, they changed the 17th game now against the Mets to the 16th for us to have the lone MLB game on 16th. So, which I don't understand because we're hosting the All-Star game, and they're going to make us play. They're going to make us play 2 days coming back from the All-Star break, which is weird to me. I don't really understand why we made that decision, because I don't think there's anything going on in Philly on that Friday. But I guess it is what it is. I guess maybe they wanted an off day on Friday, but who knows? Maybe there is something going on we don't know of. Maybe that's why they decided to make an off day or something on the 17th. But it is what it is. But we got 2 more in Cincinnati before going to Comerica. Well, it's not even, is it Comerica Ballpark this weekend against the Tigers. Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, Dalton, last year when we went to the Phillies group game last year is when we came back versus the Tigers. Believe it or not, here in Philly, August 1st last year. That was definitely a memorable moment last year with the guy with the tattoo and all last year. So that'll be the first time we played the Tigers since like that weekend after we went to that game, in early August. So we get the little Phillies and Tigers action this year, this weekend coming up before the All-Star break, which should be fun. Even though we're not going to be able to go to that game, but yeah, a lot of good baseball coming up. Like I said, Dodgers, Yankees, Mets.
Yeah.
Marlins, all big series, and even the Phillies fans taking over Baltimore, including Dalton Holland and KJ McCoy, in end of July. So we got a exciting rest of the month in store. I know there's a lot going on in Philadelphia. I know. I don't mean to mention this about there's a possible LeBron thing going on. Maybe he signs with Philly, and then he got bird season coming. So a lot of exciting times around here in Philadelphia right now. So, even though it could be a pain in the neck sometimes around here, I'll tell you. But anyway, that's all I have for tonight. We ride into the sunset tomorrow again in Cincinnati. So,
one thing, brothers, it's all about love. It's all about family. It's all about love. And that's all we do here at 302 Birds, right? Am I not right? It's all about love.
Yeah.
It's all about family.
Damn straight, but they better win something this October, or those
Yo, they
Phillies
better,
ain't
man.
gonna be
Come
treated
on,
like
man.
family anymore.
Listen, we ride or die, and we gonna take this trophy back to Philly. Don's gonna take us a trophy, baby. Don's gonna take us a trophy.
Hey, man, I love the optimism. But appreciate you all for watching. Please, if you have not already, which if you haven't already, what are you doing? Go like, go comment, and go subscribe.
Stay tuned for the Philly Billy. Stay tuned for the Philly Billies pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll get working on that, actually. I need to put that on my list.
I'll be doing Philly Billies soon, baby. God bless. Go Phils.
All right, we'll let Jesse do his outro.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to TickPick and Nick's Pizza for sponsoring today's stream. Thank you all for watching. Again, go like, go comment, go subscribe to 302 Birds. Follow 302 Birds on the Twitter, the Instagram, the TikTok, all that sort of stuff. And stay tuned for Philly Sports Pulse on Thursday night. I have a very good guest in store for you all. But thank you all for watching. I'm Jesse. That's Bill at the bottom. That's Dalt to my right or left. Freddie at the bottom.
It's all backwards. I
right.
get it.
Appreciate y'all for watching. And let's go.
The Vikings.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! It's gone! It is Bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
It's out of here. The Phillies lead it.
I can't hear you.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today.